Hello and welcome to Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by Detroit Lions on the Prowl and Lions Nation Unite. It's your man, Curt Steele. Today is Thursday, October 6th, 2022. Y'all know what it is. It's Thirsty Thursdays, baby. On deck for today's show, we preview Sunday's game between the Lions and the Patriots. LL gives his outlook on the offense, Coach Mike the defense, and I tell you who's riding that choo-choo pain train when I go over the first injury report of the week for both teams. But before we get into all that, it's time to bring in the rest of the crew. First up, man, y'all know who it is. He is the reason they invented Thirsty Thursdays themselves on Instagram. It's my man, LL Cool Torrance. What's going on, my guy?
That is false news. What's Prowl Nation, and good morning.
If you go over there on his Instagram page today, you can go ahead and check it out for yourself. Oh, y'all know who it is, man. He's getting ready to coach a game for the George Jackson Northwest Mounties, man. It's that guy who's a Wolverine on Saturday and a Lion on Sunday. It is who?
Coach Mike Jones. What's going on, Lion fans?
Let's get this thing started
right now.
Let go.
Detroit Lions talk, baby.
Welcome to Detroit.
Y'all know what time it is. It's time for that pregame preview, man. Curt, let's get it kicked off.
All right, man. So before we get into the game breakdowns of the offense and defense by LL and Coach Mike, let's compare some of these team stats before we get into all that, man, and go over the betting lines. Okay, first up for our team stats, points per game. You know, the Lions up there, 35 a game. Patriots, 18.5. Now, here's the deal. I don't know how the hell we're doing this. We scored 35 points a game, but we allowed 35.3. That's terrible. But the Patriots allowed 24.5, so we should be able to take advantage of that. Total yards per game, 447 for the Lions, 359 for the Patriots. Yards passing, 283 for the Lions and 230.5 for the Patriots. Rushing yards, 164 for the Lions, 128 for the Patriots. Lions top 5 in passing, number 6 in in rushing. Yards allowed, and here is where we really messing this up, man. 455 yards allowed on offense for the Lions, 362 for the Patriots. Yards allowed passing, 290 for the Lions, 226 for the Patriots. They have one of the best pass defenses in the league, man. I think they're top 10, top 12, something like that in passing. And yards allowed for rushing, 165.5 for the Lions. Luckily, we give up just as many yards rushing as we allow. As we get 135 for the Patriots. They have a porous run defense just as we have, man. You looking at this matchup, man. I'm hoping it's not another shootout like we had last week between the Lions and the Seahawks. But let's go ahead and get on over to the betting lines right quick. All right, here's your betting odds for the game. The Lions are 3-point underdogs going into the game. The over-under is 45.5. I will always take the over right now with the Lions because they're going to give up a lot of points. Even though they score a lot of points, the over-under for last game was 50, and they scored, and the combined was 93. That's crazy. All right, betting lines, 143 to 143 or plus 143 for the Lions, which means if you bet $100, you'll get $143, and it's a negative 173 for the Patriots. That means if you have to bet $173 to win $100. So those are your team stats and betting lines for this game. Just to be honest with you, man, this is one of those games where we talked about this yesterday, and I understand where you're coming from, Coach Jones. Like, it shouldn't be dubbed the Fatty Patty Bowl, but damn it, that's what I'm calling it. We have to beat Fat Patricia. I know he's not the head coach over there. We know it's Bill Belichick. We know it's Uncle Billy over there running the show over there. But He's calling the offense, man, and damn it, we need to smack that offense all over the field, man. I just don't want to lose this game to the Patriots. I just there's a few teams that I absolutely loathe in the NFL. Like, I can't stand them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can deal with the Bears. I can deal with the Vikings. I hate the Packers. I hate the Cowboys, and I hate the freaking Patriots, man. I can't stand them teams. I can't stand their fan bases, man. Get out of here. I used to have a boss that was a Patriots guy, man. He was the most arrogant jackass on the face of the freaking planet. This period point blank, they think they're better than everybody else and all this stuff like that. They think there's, they think they have a Matt Patricia type attitude where I am intellectually superior to everyone because I'm a Patriots fan. Get the hell out of here with that crap, man. But I can't. Oh, I don't want the Lions to lose this game so bad, man. I need to know. I needed to whoop the Patriots on Sunday. But you look at the matchup, man. It's one of those things where it's definitely what is that, strength on weakness for both teams. Like, we can score points, we give up a lot of points. It was one of those things where I don't want it to be like last week where we turn whatever quarterback they have into a freaking superstar. Like, Geno Smith was the offensive player of the week in the NFC last week because he had such a stellar game versus the Lions. I just want us to go into, because it's early enough where it's not really that cold in Foxborough. Weather shouldn't be an issue. I don't think that the forecast is anything bad for the game right now. The game time weather right now is supposed to be 57 and sunny. So there's not a really excuse for us to play bad because of the weather or the elements up there in Foxborough. So come on, man. Give me something, man. To me, I think the Lions should win this game. I think this is a winnable game for the Lions. We don't know who's going to be their quarterback right now. And we'll talk about that when we get into the pain train later on. But yeah, I think the Lions should win this game. I think it's winnable. We said the same thing last week. And actually last week was a winnable game. Our defense crapped the bed. It just is what it is. But all right, what do you guys think about the matchup, man? Strength on weakness, strength on strength.
I think it's a good test. Everybody, we're getting a lot of recognition for our passing game. We're playing a team with a pretty good passing defense, so let's see how that turns out. And I'm with you, Curt, man. Of course, Coach Mike. We know who the coach is over there. I want to beat him too. Fuck him as well. But you know what they gonna do, and you know what's gonna happen. If we happen to lose this game, they gonna hoist his big ass up on their shoulder. And I'm a fat dude too, so I'm gonna call him fat. But they gonna do that. So I don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. You know that.
Nobody wants to see that.
So I don't know if it's Channel 2 in Jackson, but it's Channel 2 in Pontiac. And on Channel 2, they're gonna call it the Matt Patricia Bowl. So we gotta win this game, but we gotta win that just because that's just an added layer of hoopla.
Right. I mean, I believe me, I know what y'all talking about, man. I really do. I just don't want it to be dubbed the Matt Patricia Bowl. Well, Matt Patricia don't probably even call shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Matt Patricia just a face. Just like all the other Patriots coaches, man. He was just a face.
Now, he is calling the plays on offense. He's the offensive coordinator. He is calling the plays.
I mean, he probably calling selected plays by Bill Belichick. You know what I'm saying? Like, he probably got a script. And Bill, like, stay within these plays right here, dog. Don't go out of these plays or your ass going to be in the concession stands passing out hot dogs.
Oh, like he was here.
Yeah. So, but I just don't want it to get overshadowed, man, because we all know Bill's still running that thing, man. And last I checked, man, he got Jared Goff's number. So, yeah, man. I just as much as I don't like Fatty Patty, man, I just don't want it to be, the Lions versus Matt Patricia, because we all know that ain't what it is, man. So I just don't want to overshadow the game. That's all.
I mean, yeah, the Super Bowl with the I think it's the only time that he played the Patriots, right? I think it was the Super Bowl that the Jared Goff played the Patriots. I don't know. It's a different system. It's a different team. I look at this season, and I look at what Jared Goff is doing with Ben Johnson. I don't look at that as the same, you know what I'm saying? I look at it a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not the offense he ran out there in LA. It has some elements that, for success, and they put him in the right position to succeed. Even with Josh Reynolds saying it's a little bit, he said Ramsey as far, not as Jalen Ramsey, but Ramsey as far as the type of offense, the plays that they're running. But I think they're setting them up for success. I think Ben Johnson is putting them in the best of positions to win. Of course, he's not perfect, but And I think, we'll talk about it later on, but I think Jared Goff is selling in, and he's having some good play. My thing is, you can have the best offense in the world, and we're the spitting image of this right now. You can have the best offense in the world, but if you can't stop anybody, it doesn't matter.
No, it don't matter for nothing.
It doesn't matter. So we gotta have to do our part on the defensive side of the ball. AG gonna have to get them boys to get their head out of there behind to get this thing going, man. But we'll get into our game predictions later on. But hey, man, if you like the video, like the content, man, share the video, comment on the video, man, and just hang out with us right here in Detroit Lions on the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. The family discussion topic for today is, how do the Lions beat the Patriots on Sunday? And we'll get into that because we're going to tell you how they're going to beat them when we go through our offensive and defensive breakdowns. But hey, go ahead, man. I got on my gear, man. The Patriots are going to wear their throwbacks. So I wore my throwback on Thursday for the Lions. That's why I got my throwback on, because they wear their throwbacks next week, on Sunday. So I'm wearing my throwback today for the Lions, representing. I got my, that 9-7 on, represent, a wolf and lion out there on the Lions, Hutch. But hey, go over to fanatics.com, get yourself some Lions gear, man. They got some, if you wear hats, they got a whole bunch of new hats over there on fanatics.com, man. I don't have enough money in my bank account to get all the hats I want to get that's on fanatics.com right now. But click the link in the description below, and a portion of the proceeds from that link go to help us grow the content right here on this channel. Detroit Lions on the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. But we'll get back to the Bills later on, man. Now it is time for us to go into the game breakdown. First up, y'all know who it is, ladies. You know what I'm saying? I know he gets a lot of likes, on Thursday over there on his Instagram page from the fellas, man. It's the ladies' pair, the men's regret. You ain't seen nothing yet. The highest player from the Himalayas, LL Cool Tones. Man, tell me about this offense, man.
I just got a notification that my Instagram went down. So, no need to go over there today. But, on with this offensive breakdown, I gave a little bit of a preview on it yesterday. I want us to, since our offense is so good, at least in my mind, right? We can be unstoppable at times. We can move it on anybody. At least that's how I feel like we are. So maybe we should do that in a more time-consuming way. Let's play, ball control offense. We've tried it some other ways. We've had success in every single game running the ball. I said, I don't know if I actually said on the show, but in last week's game, I feel like Jamal Williams should have ran that mud 25 times, man. He could have had 200 yards. We could have kept running it. So I want us to keep running it this game. Whoever it is going to be the starting running back. I don't believe that DeAndre Swift will be it. So let's go, Jamal Williams, man. Let's give him to him 23 times, 25 times. Let's just see how many he can run up there. In the game last year, we let Swift run it 33 times. Let's do that. Let's run it, maybe not 30 times, but let's just let that be the focal point of the offense going out. Start out coming out, running that ball, holding that ball, of course, get the play action going. Our play action has been coming along as well. I remember earlier in the season, and I know it's still early in the season, but earlier in the season, we were saying, we would like to see some of the play action. Over the last couple of games, we've seen it more and more and more, and it's been looking really, really good, especially around the goal line, to Josh Reynolds. I like to run it in. I run it all 4 downs on the goal line, but that play worked. So let's see some more play action in other parts of the field to go with that run game that I feel like we're going to be able to get off. And like I said, just keep that clock rolling for us, man. We don't want to let I don't know who the starting quarterback, but in my head, I just don't want to let Billy Zappi become a household name off of this game, like has happened before. We don't want it to. And I kind of warned us about Geno Smith. I didn't know he was going to do that, but I said he's been doing this thing. Don't let whoever come out and have a game like that. That's not a good thing. I got upset at Max Kellerman a while ago for having that fantasy football expert on saying you got to start Carson Wentz because they're playing the Lions. I can't be too mad if that's how it goes now. You might need to start whoever is against us because we can't stop them. But in the event that we cannot stop people, we have to keep them limited. So let's just keep them on the sideline, keep their point scorers on the sideline. Let's not throw any points to their defense as well. And let's go ahead and win this game. Tough game, run the ball, play action, ball control. What do you guys think?
Yeah. This game should be where, like you said, man, we put our third-ranked rushing attack to good use. Belichick is going to try to neutralize Jared Goff, who's coming off a pretty good performance from last week. The Patriots, like you said, got a stout pass defense, but they give up a ton of yardage on the ground. So we should take advantage of that. Off balance offensive line, bring in Matt Nelson, utilize that big offensive line that we have, and use Hockenson again. Play action game, in the middle of the field, or Tom Kennedy, whoever is that underneath routes, and just score early and often and run their ass out of their stadium. But like you said, and while we're doing that, eat some clock, eat some damn clock all game long. You know what I'm saying? Like, and as much as the Patriots are struggling right now, like we're struggling on defense, but they're struggling. You know what I'm saying? Like Bill Belichick, this team's giving up 25 points a game. That's not really a hallmark of a Bill Belichick team. You know what I'm saying? So, you look at that, and they only scoring 18. They don't have a lot of ponies on offense, So, and because if you look at the team we played last week, we talked about Geno Smith, but they're, Tyler Lockett and DK, they ain't no chumps, but you don't see
some weapons.
You don't see that on the Patriots. I don't see a guy on the Patriots that scares me on their offensive side of the ball. They don't have great receivers. Their tight ends are, suspect at most. You know what I'm saying? So because the one guy, the guy they brought over, the big guy they brought over, the big name he's out. I think he got hurt. He's out for the rest of the year.
Dang, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I believe one of their tight ends is out for the year. Let me look at but you look at this team, man, and it's just, I don't even see why we're underdogs in this game. I think the only reason why we're underdogs is because we're playing in Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. What you got, Coach Mike?
You know what? We can't have it be a high scoring affair this game. It has to be a low scoring affair because we got to pound the rock. We got to pound the rock again, and pound it again after we pound it. That. Jamal Williams, Craig Reynolds, and we got to get Justin Jackson involved in this game, man. I'm telling you that's the while DeAndre Swift is down, Justin Jackson has to be that guy doing the things that Swift does to make the offense explosive. I know it's been explosive, but to make it explosive out the backfield. But the thing is that the only thing that concerns me about this offense is you want to go back to the Super Bowl, right? Mm-hmm. Super Bowl 2019. And Jared Goff's slate of weapons, Todd Gurley in his prime, C.J. Anderson, Robert Woods, and Brandon Cooks, and they were all prime players, and Josh Reynolds, of course, and Brandon Cooks had eight catches for 120 yards. We don't have no Brandon Cooks out there right now. So, but I think somebody who Curt's going to bring up later in the show on his dessert might be that Brandon Cooks type of guy. So, I'm going to let Curt bring that up. Mm-hmm. But, you know what? We got to run the ball. We got to slow it down. We can't have that highest scoring, highest air raid. Yeah, we can't do all of that. It got to be a 16-9 type of game. And that's the only way we're gonna win it, is to pound it out. I might even line up Matt Nelson in the backfield at fullback. You know what I'm saying? And Hockenson, you know what I'm saying? And then Brock Wright, you know what I'm saying? And I just power right. I wouldn't even try to disguise nothing. Line them up to the left. Power left. Like, I mean, I'm just don't trick yourself into doing something that is out of character. Just be who you is. Be who y'all was in Pittsburgh last year.
I think to add another reason why to keep running it, which you was alluding to, is because some of our wide receivers is out.
Yeah. Now the Hunter Henry is playing. He's just having a down year. You look at some of the guys they brought over. Ty Montgomery, he's hurt. That's the guy I was thinking about. They got Nelson Aguilar over there as one of their receivers. Quentin Nordine, their kicker, is out. Andrew Stuber's out. Malcolm Perry, they're one of our receivers. James White is on. That's the guy I was thinking about. Their top running back, James White, is out. James White is out. He's hurt.
I thought he retired.
Yeah,
I think
man,
he
he
did.
showed.
I think it was with the injury. That's why he retired, because he had an injury.
I don't remember.
But they said listen to him on the website as on their reserve injured. But you have a few players that's on their injury list. They're kind of thin at running back too. You look at this roster, I'm like, like
Man.
it's not. And I'm not saying that everyone has players, what I'm saying, and everyone has guys that's on their team that's good, because if they didn't, they wouldn't be in the pros. I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
But if you look at this team as a whole, this isn't a Patriots team that you would normally see. Right now, they have 3 running backs, and I don't know who any of these guys. Damian Harris.
Yeah, I know
Harris
who
get down.
Damian Harris and Stevenson is going to be they're going to double team him.
Yeah, and then you got Pierre Strong is their kind of like their backup type of guy. Hunter Henry, they got 2 tight ends on the roster right now, Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith. And Nelson Aguilar is their leading receiver right now for the Patriots. But but we're talking about our offense, and I think for our offense, man, they got a break yesterday, so we'll see. We'll talk about this in the pain train in a minute, man. But that's the offense breakdown, man. I'm just looking at where I want to keep our offense on the field and keep their offense on the bench. That's what we say. That. So if you like the video, man, comment on the video, share the video. Tell us what you think about the Lions offense strategy, what you think it should be. We think we all kind of said the same thing, man. We want to run the ball, play action pass, attack the middle of the field, and grind that clock. I think we all kind of really say that that's a recipe for success, man. And, it don't have to be a high scoring game. It could be, something where we score 25 points and keep it, kind of low and run that, run them out of keep their offense where we can score a lot and they score a little, keeping their offense definitely where they can't find a rhythm. But go ahead, comment on the video, man. But, hey, go over to Lions Nation Unite and check us out, man. You can download the mobile app in the Google, Android, or Apple app stores for your mobile devices, or you can go to lionsnationunite.com on your web browser. Then while you're over there, go ahead and take a look at Lions Nation Unite shop, man. LNU shop. It's always game day over there in the LNU shop, man. Get yourself some LNU gear. While you're out there on the internet, if you just want to, type it on your web browser, go ahead and put in TreadLinesOnTheProwl.com. Check out some over the behind the scenes content we have over there. Some, there's a little bit of articles still left over there, man. And go ahead and check it out. And while you're there, if you want to get yourself some Prowl Nation gear, click on the link for LionsOnTheProwlShop.com. Now, told you where to shop. Get yourself some gear. If you want to get yourself some of that funky Wolverine Lions gear, go on to Wolverine.com, man. Coach Mike will hook you up, man. If you're a Wolverine on Saturday and a Lion on Sunday, like all of us are on this show, go ahead and get yourself some Wolverine gear. And it's Cancer Awareness Month, man. And get yourself some Roar Up gear by my man Lion Man, Big Lion Man. Aaron Lammer hangs out with us sometime in the chat, man. He does a great thing with his Roar Up gear, man. The proceeds from that gear goes to help the American Cancer Society of Michigan. So help us with the fight for cancer, man, against cancer. So go ahead, man, get yourself some Roar Up gear. The link's in the description below. So now we've been paying some bills, man. Now it's time to go ahead and switch over to the defense, man. What is your defensive outlook for the team? Besides a wing and a prayer, what you got? What you got, Coach Jones?
A lot of damn issues, man. No, but you know what? This game is gonna be real simple. Make Bailey Zappi look like a rookie. Don't let him be nothing else but a damn rookie. And that's gonna be the key to the game. Damian Harris and Stevenson, I can't remember Stevenson's first name, man.
Ramondre.
Yeah, those two is what I'm worried about, because both those guys get theirs. They keep the offense moving and they split time. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm worried about, man. That's my biggest worry. I'm not so much worried about the back end of the defense, because the Patriots don't really have nobody to really exploit the back end. I know Aguilar had a game against us a few years ago. But that was a different regime. But I'm not really scared of nobody, no weapons they got on the outside. That's like not even in my thinking. And I think Jeff Okudah can shut down anybody that they have out there. So, but one thing that has shown me promise, and I'm gonna kind of relate it, and y'all gonna see what I'm saying is Demetrius Taylor was signed to the active roster. And Demetrius Taylor was signed to the active roster to not play in the inside. He's playing that big defensive end, which means they gonna switch back to that 3-4 defense. In the 3-4 defense, you have the bigger defensive end. That is what I'm thinking is gonna happen. I hope is what happens because as of right now, we just don't have we just don't have the personnel with all the injuries to play the 4-down linemen. We gotta play with 3-down linemen. We need to blitz more with the linebackers, have them more part of the game. That'll get more pressure. And yeah, man, that Demetrius Taylor move is I know he's an undrafted free agent, and a lot of people probably don't even know who he is, but y'all know who he is, and that excites me, man. Yeah, because it says here, Dave Burkett, it says that he's in line to make his NFL debut at the Patriots, and he's not going to play the inside tackle. He's going to move to the Lions' big defensive end. So that 3-4 is coming your way. Thank you, Jesus. So what do y'all got to say about that, man? I'm not, like I said, I'm not worried about the Patriot receivers at all. I'm not worried about the back end. I'm worried about the front end.
Okay, for real. All right, so here's my thing. You keep whatever quarterback that starts for the Patriots from becoming the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. because we definitely did that last week. We let Geno Smith shine on us, man. Keep her offense on the field as much as possible because we can't stop anybody right now. I mean, that's for real. But all jokes aside, man, simplify the defense for the young secondary. While disguising some blitz packages, man, the linebackers have to stay gap disciplined. And please, whatever you do, wrap up and tackle. That was one of our biggest issues last week. You're just getting wrap up and tackle, man. A lot of those plays could have been stopped. Just didn't wrap up and tackle. So that's my thing for the defense. What you got, Ella?
Of course, I'm not going to try to repeat too much of what you guys said. But another thing to do defensively, I think last week, hopefully last week is an aberration. I don't know how to say that word. I think,
you said it right.
Because this is our first game without Tracy Walker, so you could see where the disconnection was. So hopefully, another week of whatever preparation was, hopefully filling in, getting somebody used to playing in his role. I thought it would be Deshaun Elliott. They was moving other guys around. I don't know. Whatever the game plan is, like Curt just said, though, don't make no AFC Players of the Week. Bless you, Coach Mike. Don't let them guys go out there and start. They won a game last year against the Bills, only throwing the ball 3 times or something like that. So you already know Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson, and I can't think of the other guy named, but 42 get down too. They run game at least last year, or at least at times can be very lethal as we think ours can be. So our front seven is going to
no, Kendrick Bourne's a wide receiver. Let me see. You got Harris, you got Stevenson. The other guy he's not even listed as they only got 2.
42.
Their rushing attack has got 2. Their rushing stats got 2 running backs. That's it.
Oh man. Well, maybe I'm thinking about 42 from last. Maybe he ain't been getting it this year, so we ain't got to worry about him.
Because usually they line up Kendrick Bourne in the backfield and Ty Montgomery, but he's out for the game. So
well, whoever it is, don't let him get off. Devontae Parker is like their big receiver. Can't let him get off. Whoever is guarding him. We've had struggles with bigger wide receivers, so hopefully we won't let him do too much to us. But yeah, it should be a hard hitting game in the front seven, man. That's what I'm anticipating.
Yeah, definitely.
I think Jeff Okudah gonna shut down whoever on the outside, man. Him and man, Warrior, he got the look, man. He shows so much promise from last year and the year before, and he just crapping the bed right now, man.
I think
he's been moved to the now he's guarding the second. He's not even guarding the one no more. So I can't explain it.
Can't explain it. It's inexplainable. I can't explain it. But it's just one of those things, man. It's crazy. But hey, man, if you like the content, man, go ahead and hit the like button, man. Subscribe to the channel. You come to hang out with us anyway, to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become a member of the Prowl Nation family. Follow us on your favorite social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and of course, you know what I'm saying, you got to go over to my man LL Page, man, on Thursday, baby. But y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all hear the train on the tracks, because it's time for that choo-choo pain train, man, and get ready, because it's a boatload of people riding that thing today. Woo, sweet. I mean, not just us, but both teams. Let's get into it. All right, first up, we got Chris Board out with a knee, did not practice yesterday. Evan Brown out with an ankle yesterday. Quintez Cephas, man, he got to get on the good foot, because that thing had him out yesterday as well. DJ Chark missed practice with an ankle injury. John Kaminsky is still out with that wrist injury. Hawkinson was out yesterday with a hip injury. Frank Ragnow was out with the foot injury. Josh Reynolds was out with the ankle, along with Amon-Ra St. Brown, and DeAndre Swift was out with that shoulder/ankle injury. Now, here's the deal. Coach Dan Campbell said it was going to be really light because he wanted to rest a lot of the guys that got some reps on Sunday. So he rested those guys, and those guys were already nursing injuries. So he rested a lot of the offense yesterday. All right. For the limited practice for the Lions, you had new offensive Kade Awosika, new guy, guard. He was limited with a hamstring yesterday. Taylor Decker was limited with a knee injury yesterday. Now, here's the good thing. This is some promise. Jonah Jackson returned to practice yesterday. He was limited with a finger. So he was actually back in yesterday at practice. Matt Nelson was limited with a calf injury, and Austin Seibert was limited. He was back out there kicking yesterday for the Lions in practice, but he was limited with that right groin injury that he's been lingering for a while. Now, you see all the people we had on our pain train, man. They got some people over there on the Patriots as well. Let's see what they got. Lawrence Guy, their defensive lineman, he was out yesterday with a shoulder injury. Brian Hoyer is in concussion protocol, their backup quarterback. He did not practice yesterday. Defensive lineman DeMarcus Mitchell was out with a concussion protocol yesterday as well. Now, here's some of their players, one of their big tight ends they brought over. Jonnu Smith was out with a ankle injury as well. Now, here's some of their limited guys. You got Kyle Duggar, safety, was limited with a hamstring. Mac Jones was back at practice yesterday with an ankle. We'll see how he progresses. He was limited. Roquan McMillan was limited yesterday with a thumb injury. Jacoby Myers, that wide receiver, he was limited with a knee injury. Jalen Mills, that cornerback, was limited with a hamstring. Safety Adrian Phillips was limited with a rib injury. And one of their big offensive tackles, man, Isaiah Wynn, was limited with a hip injury, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was tootsie rolling too much this weekend after the game. So there we go. Those are the pain train for those individuals, man. Everybody who's riding the pain train for both teams. Surprised to see Mac Jones back practicing, but he's still kind of chugging along he's still kind of limited in his movements with the ankle. So I won't say his promise that he's gonna play, because they actually signed a backup quarterback earlier in the week because of how limited his movement is. I think he's just trying to give it and test it out. So that's your pain train, man. Woo, man. Now we'll see today, and we will talk about it tomorrow when you tune in for Free for All Friday. We'll look at some of the participation and give you an update on injuries. But the biggest thing for me is that Jonah Jackson was back at practice, man. I love him to see that. Everybody, like, hey, I like Dan Skipper. That's a good story, but he ain't Jonah Jackson. He ain't Jonah Jackson. So I would love to get Jonah Jackson back into the lineup, man. But that's your pain train, man. Let's go ahead and get on over to what you had to say about yesterday's show, man, because that pain train was so long. Let's go ahead and get right into the comment cards, man. First up is we on to Doe 100. Okay. We on top Doe 100. I said it wrong. All right, another great show, guys. Really enjoy all three of you brothers take on the state of our Lions. Hey, man, thanks, appreciate it.
Thanks for the comment. New friend to the comment card, Sean Sheely, if I'm saying that right, says fixed defense production equals playtime. That's all they did last year and steered away this year. Need to get back to it. I'm guessing he means like what we've been saying, ball control. I agree with you 100% if that's what you mean. Mm-hmm. Thanks for the comment.
Helmadine. Is he new?
Gotta be.
Helmadine said, what's up, Helmadine? He said, I think they're putting Demetrius Taylor in because Brockers is ineffective, and you bet your yarmulke they doing that because Michael Brockers ain't not a man, not enough.
Your yarmulke.
Yeah, man, you ain't right. You ain't lied about that, man. All right, Big Q in the building, man. Isn't our depth is what we're known for? Next man up. These guys, these are still kids. Do you know what? You're right. But some of those kids that played last year haven't got a chance this year. Put AJ Parker out there. When Jerry Jacobs get back, put him out there, man, because we gotta do something, and we ain't stopping nobody right now. Put Iffy out there. Put those young guys back out there. They may bring that spark to the defense, man. They played well for us last year.
Yeah, let them earn a couple little chips out there. Friend of the show, Loud Show, says every game is a must win. I truly, well, I agree with you on that, Loud Show. Thanks for the comment, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's up, Turner Burley? It's always good to hear from him. He says he needs to start experimenting with different defensive line pairings and find out which works best. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I think he's going to start to do that now. So I think they're going back to that 3-4. So, with that big defensive end playing instead of the D tackle, I think they're going back to it. So,
and I think one of the things is someone's, and I saw this on Twitter somewhere. It's like put Aiden Hutchinson in the 2-point stance. Have him stand up, man. That's his most effective is standing up. So have him stand up, man, and rush from that position. So that's the comment cards for today, man. Hey, we appreciate you right here in Detroit Lions and the Prowl. Y'all home for Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. Now let's get into the dessert with your man Curt. Brought to you by Delightful Bites, custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. If you like how they look, you'll love how they taste, man. Going over to the Facebook page and the link in the description below, man. Grand Z 12, have some coffee with your dessert, man. Let's get into it right now. Jared Goff won the FedEx Air Player of the Week. That is crazy. In a losing effort, the guy wins an award in a losing effort. The guy wins an award in a losing. Let me say that one more time. The guy wins an award in a losing effort. It was the FedEx Air Player of the Week. Man, that is bananas. That is bananas. That is absolutely bananas where a guy can play and his team loses. And man, that is crazy. Let's look at this stat line. Come on, we gotta look at this stat line from last week, man. Let's go ahead and look at this stat line. One more again. 26 of 39, 379 yards, 4 touchdowns, and that we got
5 touchdowns.
Yeah, whatever. And the interception, the pick 6. But in a losing effort, the guy wins an award. That's freaking bananas, man. And we got a little bit of news. Mr. Whoopi, the new Whoopi, or the add-on Whoopi, he is the what's that? The foot blanket at the end of the bed, because you got the big blanket and you got the little foot. You go to the hotel, you got the little foot, the little thing at the end of the bed to keep your toes is warm. He's on the active roster, man. Tom Kennedy was signed to the active 53-man roster yesterday, man. Shout out to Tom Kennedy for earning that, man. The guy gets open. He's right in the right position, man, and he doesn't have a lot of drops. So shout out to Tom Kennedy, man. He's been one of those guys that's been in our practice squad forever. I think he's been on the practice squad since it's been invented. So shout out to Tom Kennedy, man, for making the 53-man roster, man. And that's your dessert with your man Curt. Brought to you by Delightful Bites, man. Go on over to TikTok and Instagram and check out all that beautiful dessert footage. If you don't do the Facebook thing, you can email her directly at delightfulbites18@gmail.com. Delightful Bites. Get your cookie on. All right, now it's time to take a quick walk on over to the Wall of Fame, baby. First up, we got my man, some new members in the Bronze members. We got my man Joe Mo in the building, and Rich Bean, who's been trickling in on our comments for the last few shows, man. Rich Bean is on that Bronze members, man. Welcome to the Wall of Fame. In our several members, we got John Martin and Henry Wallace rounding up, man. Yesterday, gold members. Sorry, guys, didn't happen yesterday, but keep coming back, man. I know we got my man, Mr. Reliable Michael Huck. He's over there traveling. Larry McQuiston. It is a busy time of the year. Lady Leonard Douchebagia is in the building. The Tornado and the Dr. Detroit. He is always in. To become a member of the Wall of Fame, click that Join Now button in the description. Now it's time for final thoughts. And the final thoughts always, we got to start off with the score predictions, and we're going to final thoughts. Score prediction for the game. LL, my man, who wins? What's the score?
Big win on Sunday. Lions 28, Patriots 17.
Okay. What you got, Coach Jones?
Lions 17, Patriots 13.
Okay. I want to go Lions 28, Patriots 10. That's my score prediction. And that's because we keep our defense on the bench and run the ball effectively and keep their deep. That's my prediction, because we don't score a lot of points because we keep their defense on the bench by running the ball effectively. All right, so now it's time for final thoughts, man. Real quick, let's go, man, for this Thursday. Let's go ahead to the king of that himself, LL Cool Torrance. What you got, my guy?
Happy Thursday, everyone. Don't worry about Instagram today. Go out there and live your life. Don't worry about social media at all. Have a great Friday, Junior. You know you love Friday anyway. Go out there and do whatever you want to do on Thursday. Watch some football this evening. Don't worry about the internet at all.
All right, what you got, Coach Jones?
Yeah, man. I think it's gonna be a surprise defensive game. I think the Patriots will only score one touchdown. I think they'll kick 2 field goals. They'll score 1 touchdown, and yeah, I just think it's gonna be a good day, man. And you know, tomorrow night we gotta get back to it. We gotta get back to the winning, man. Jackson Northwest Mounties. We taking on that Coldwater team. We about to show them what it is when they come to Jacktown, baby.
All right. For me, on this Thursday, man, you know, the ground's getting kind of hard, man. You know, tuning in tomorrow. You know what tomorrow is? It's Free for All Friday, baby. We're going to be live at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come hang out with the crew, man. Check us out, man. We give some more game preview, and we just have some fun, man. You know, we get turned up on Free for All Fridays, man. Luke G usually be in the building. Micro Mike, you know, you got the Maniac Tim is in the building, you know, and of course, Queen of the Prowl, Valerie Bordeaux, hangs out with us as well on Free for All Friday. So come hang out with the crew, man. It's at the same bat time, but you get us for a whole hour tomorrow. So come and hang out for Free for All Friday. Now, it's Thursday. Go ahead, enjoy your life, man. Like my man said, go out, be with your loved ones, man. Watch some football, baseball, playoffs start tomorrow. NBA is on the horizon. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do on Sunday and watch them Lions beat up on the Patriots, man. That's what it's going to be. Now, you ate your lunch, man. You had whatever you had, a 2-piece from where you had a fish sandwich, or whatever you have for lunch, man. Some better made chips, a Faygo pop, or whatever you have for lunch today, man. Go ahead and enjoy it, man. But please, it's Cancer Awareness Month, man. And I can't leave the show without saying this. Please get yourself screened for cancer. Ladies, get your mammograms and all that things of that nature. Men, get your prostate checked, especially when you're reaching that middle age, man. Get your colon checked, man. It's one of those things, man. That's one of the deadliest killers still in the United States, man. Even with all the advances in cancer treatment, man, that thing is still out there, man, and it's still serious. So for yourself, for your loved ones, get yourself screened for cancer. But now you had that 2-piece, like I said, them better made chips, man. A Faygo. You had a Big John steak and onion. If y'all from Flint, y'all know what that is, man. Go ahead. The crumbs off your face, man. Finish your drink and get back to work, baby. And whatever you're doing in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, LL and Coach Mike, this is Curt Steele, and we will holla at you real soon. We love you, Jim.